Hello everyone. In last video we have covered two problems. Also learn about unordered map. In this video let us start with Photoshop.com. First we will go to beginners in practice section. We will sort the accuracy according to descending order. We will go down. Till last video we have solved the returns. In this video we will be solving Medal and Farmer Fab. In Farmer Fab we would be doing 4 approaches. And the approaches would be ranging from complexity of n squared to of n log n. How? You can see while solving. First we will open Photoshop ID. We will copy the problem code and here select practice section, model and select the question. So the question says it is having a sequence of distinct integers. We have to repetitively perform some step, which is first take first three elements, find its median and delete it. Again first take first three elements, find its medians and delete it. We know that if there is a sorted array, then the median would be found at the middle of it. Why? Because the shortest, smallest and the longest, smallest and the biggest number never would be the median. So we would be stopping this repetition of step when the when there are two numbers, which would be our final sequence. So our final sequence would be having two elements, which would be smallest and largest number. So we see that we have constant n as 19, very small constant. So we would be having n a series of a sequence of elements. We would be having many and maxi, where we would be storing the smallest and biggest number. Now we will take input scanf %d ampersand n for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We would be having taking the sequence of elements, which would be scanf %d and storing in sequence and array A. Now we would be initializing mini and maxi as first element, so that we can compare other elements and decide our smallest and biggest number. So for I equal to 1 till I less than n, we will be updating mini and maxi, which would be scanf, not scanf, sorry, it would be mini equal to minimum of mini comma a of I. Similarly for maxi we would be having maxi equal to max of maxi comma max a of I. So here we would be getting minimum and the maximum number, smallest and biggest number, but we don't know that which number comes first. Like in this sequence, first smallest number, which was 2, was coming first in this sequence. In this sequence we see that 102 is coming first, which is biggest number and coming first. So to know that, we will be again balancing for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. We would be checking that if a of I equal to mini, then we would be print in %d. We know that first, if we get first as a mini number, then later we would be getting maxi. So we would be printing mini, and then later we would be printing and then maxi. We know that we have got the number, so we would break the loop. Similar to this, if the number is maxi, then first we would be printing maxi and then mini. Let us try with the custom input. So we have not initialized I, declared I. So we declare and let us. So we get right answer. Let us submit the solution. So it's right. Let us delete. this much, and also delete this. Copy the problem code for next person. Something about practice pasting the form of that select. So it is says that there are three fields, out of which first field has harvested X potatoes, second field has harvested Y potatoes, and third field the farmer want to harvest such that the sum of those three numbers would be prime number, and also it is said that the last number should be at least 1. So we can say that minimum sum would be equal to x plus y plus 1, where x and y are the numbers of first two fields, and it is said that we want to find the prime number. So minimum prime sum would be starting from I equal to x plus y plus 1, and we would be keep on incrementing I. If we would be not getting this number as as prime number, then we would keep on incrementing the value of I. Okay, so let us first take an input scanf %d %d and %x and %y, initializing I equal to x plus y plus 1. Now while we get that prime number, we will be having this loop, and as soon as we get the prime number, we will break the loop. So what is prime number? Prime number is the number that doesn't have any number which is divided by that. That is, suppose 4, it is divided by 2. So it's not a prime number. Now 5. 5 is not divided any other number than 1. So it's prime number. So we can say that for I equal to 2, we will take j equal to 2, we will declare I, j, x, y. For j equal to 2, j less than I, j plus plus. If any number j is divisible of I, if I is divisible by j, then we will break condition. That means if any number is divisible, then we would be breaking. Else, if there is no number which is divisible by j, then we would be stopping this loop where j would become equal to y. That means if j equal to y, then it's a prime number. So what we will do is print %d. What we will print? We know that I is a prime number, but we have to only print the third number, which would be difference of I and that sum of those two numbers, x plus y. And we know that we got the prime number, so we would break this loop to come out of it. Let us try with the custom input. Oh, okay. We forgot to increment I plus plus. If it's not a prime number, like if this condition is not true, then that means I is not a prime number. So we would be incrementing I, and again do check whether it's prime, and if it's prime, then we would be printing and breaking the loop. So let us submit it. So let us comment this approach 1 and copy paste it. So because approach 2 is very almost similar to approach 1, so it is said that if there is any factor of I, then we can found that factor within square root of y, before square root of y. If there is no factor till square root of 5 other from 2, then there is no factor of 5. So since we have changed this condition, so we need to also change this condition, which would become opposite, which is square root g greater than square root of 5. Let us submit it.